It started with something small, something so ordinary that most people wouldn't notice. But Ryan did. It was the smell. When Lily leaned in to hug him that evening, her scent was different. It wasn't the soft vanilla perfume he'd bought her last Christmas. It was sharper, bolder, something new. She smiled, kissed him on the cheek and said, "Don't wait up tonight, okay? We have late meetings again." And as the door closed behind her, that unfamiliar fragrance lingered heavy, expensive, and unforgettable. Ryan stood alone in the doorway, confused. It was just perfume, he told himself that again and again. But why did it smell like someone else's world, a world he wasn't part of? He looked around their small apartment. Everything was still the same. The family photos, the little notes she used to leave him, the half-empty mug of tea she always forgot on the counter. Yet somehow nothing felt familiar anymore. That night he barely slept. Every time his phone buzzed, he wondered if she was really still at the office or somewhere else entirely. The days turned into weeks, and the distance between them grew. She started dressing differently, more makeup, new clothes, late nights. When he asked, she laughed it off. "Come on, Ryan, don't be so dramatic. It's just work stress." But her laughter no longer sounded like home. It sounded practiced, like a song she no longer enjoyed singing. At dinner, she'd scroll through her phone, smiling at messages she never showed him. Ryan tried to joke about it once. "Who's keeping you so busy these days?" She smiled faintly. "Just the team, don't be silly." But he wasn't silly. He was scared. One night, Ryan returned from work early. Lily wasn't home yet. Her laptop was still open on the couch, the screen glowing softly in the dark. He didn't mean to look. He really didn't. But a new email notification blinked in the corner of the screen. From Ethan Parker. Subject, "Last night felt too real." Ryan froze. His hand hovered over the mouse. He shouldn't open it. He knew he shouldn't. But the heart doesn't listen to reason when it's already breaking. Click. The message opened. "You smell like home now. I can't stop thinking about you." His breath caught. He scrolled down, more emails, more confessions, private jokes, even photos. A restaurant receipt from last week. A selfie of her smiling in a car that wasn't his. Each line he read tore another piece of him away. She hadn't just cheated. She had fallen in love with someone who wasn't him. Ryan sat there for hours, staring at the screen, at her words, at the truth he couldn't unsee. The clock struck midnight, then 1, then 2. Finally, he heard her keys in the door. She walked in, humming softly, the same scent wrapping around her like a confession. "Hey," she said, "you're still up?" Ryan's voice was calm, almost too calm. "Yeah," he whispered, "I was just waiting for you." He gestured toward the couch. Her laptop was still open. Lily's smile faded. "What's this?" He tilted his head slightly. "You tell me." The air in the room grew thick, heavy with fear and guilt. Lily stepped closer, her hands trembling. "Ryan, please, I can explain." "Then, explain," he said quietly. "What does Ethan's perfume smell like?" Her lips parted, but no words came out. Her eyes filled instantly, tears spilling before she could stop them. "I never wanted to hurt you," she whispered. "It wasn't supposed to happen. It just—" He cut her off. "Don't. Don't say it just happened. You made plans. You sent messages. You met him." She shook her head, crying harder. "I felt alone, Ryan. You were always working, always tired. He just noticed me." He laughed bitterly. "So you traded my exhaustion for his attention?" Her silence was the answer. He took a slow breath, his voice breaking. "I could forgive a mistake. I could forgive weakness. But not a story where I'm no longer the main character." Lily reached for his hand, sobbing. "Please don't leave me. I'll fix this. I promise I'll stop." But he stepped back. "It's not about stopping," he said softly. "It's about what already started." He walked to the door, grabbed his jacket, and turned to her one last time. "You know, when I smelled that perfume, I thought it was just something new you were trying. I didn't know it was someone you were becoming." He opened the door and walked out into the rain, into silence. She ran to the window, calling his name, but he didn't turn back. And for the first time in years, the apartment smelled like nothing. Days passed. Ryan moved into a small apartment on the other side of town. He started painting again, something he hadn't done since before the marriage. Lily sent messages, emails, voicemails filled with apologies, but he never responded. She kept the same perfume on her dresser, unopened. She couldn't wear it anymore. It reeked of guilt. Sometimes, betrayal doesn't shout. It whispers through late nights, hidden smiles, and unfamiliar scents. Love doesn't die all at once. It fades, one unanswered question at a time. Ryan never stopped loving her. He just stopped waiting for her to love him the same way, broken. If you were Ryan, would you forgive her and rebuild, or walk away to protect your peace?